عزیز طلبہ و طالبات، فروق فاؤنڈیشن آن لائن اسکول کے ذریعے یکساں نصاب کے مطابق تعلیم حاصل کریں۔ اگر ہماری ویڈیوز پسند آئیں تو چینل کو سبسکرائب کریں اور دوستوں کے ساتھ شیئر کریں اور بیل آئیکن کو لازمی دبائیں تاکہ آئندہ آنے والی تعلیمی ویڈیوز آپ حاصل کر سکیں۔
بچو تاسو آنلاین سکول نه خپل پوره تعلیم کوی شي او بورډ کلاسز د انم او لسم والا پاس کول شي. تاسو خپل نور هم تعلیم حاصل کوی شي خپل عمر مطابق. خپل مور یا پلار فون یا لیپټاپ ذریعے مونږ سره آنلاین کلاسز هستنو لپاره خبره کوی شي. روزانه که تاسو یو یا 2 غنټې آنلاین کلاسز اخلي او چې بیا کله تاسو سکول ته ځئ نو تاسو ته به نور مدد ضرورت نه وي. داسې پړهایي سره خپل ټایم او د مور پلار پیسې دواړه بچ کوی شي. آنلاین کلاسز چې د هغه هیڅ هم فیس نشته ده. تاسو زوم منی خپل کلاسز هستل شي او هر مضمون ولا چې دي مکمل ویډیوز موجود دي. So today we are going to start the exercise of Unit 5 Health is Wealth, and so I'll be starting the question answers. So the first question is, what possible diseases may unbalanced diet cause? کوم داسې بیمارۍ دي چې یو unbalanced diet دی وجې نه چې ده کنه یو انسان ته کیدای شي. So the answer is, an unbalanced diet can cause various diseases like blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, etc. So as we know that if we are taking unhealthy food or unbalanced diet, we are more prone towards these deadly diseases. کوم چې د صحیح خوراک نه کوو نو د وجې نه مختلف بیماری نه لګیدای شي لکه بلډ پریشر شو، زړه مسله شو، شوګر شو یا غټوالی شو. دې غونې چې ده کنه مختلف بیماری نه یو انسان ته لګیدای شي. What piece of advice does the author give at the end of the text? چې رائټر چې د اخري کې څه میسیج ورکوي. So the author gives the advice that we should take care of ourselves by having balanced diet, regular physical activity and exercise, playing different outdoor physical games which can keep us healthy and fit. So this is an important advice by the writer, that he has written this dialogue just to make us realize that we need to take care of ourselves, whether by having a proper diet, by having any physical activity like playing sports games, outdoor games, or having exercise. So just to make ourselves and just to keep ourselves healthy and fit. بزی چې کنه رائټر دا خبره کوي دا یو مشوره ورکوي چې موږ ته خپل خیال ساتن پکار ده. صحیح ده چې صحیح خوراک کوو، صحیح ایکسرسایز کوو، صحیح خوب ټایم وي اور چې دا مو ولا نور فزیکل ایکټیویټي موږ ته کوون پکار ده چې مو صحتمند وو. Explain the saying, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. So it means someone who wakes up early in the morning has the advantage of time and will achieve a lot. They also have proper and sufficient sleep, due to which they are better able to focus on work. This makes them more hardworking and can have a more successful life. So this quote means that we should wake up early in the morning. We should sleep early at night and should wake up early in the morning, and because of this we can have a proper sleep, a sufficient sleep, more balanced sleep, and we are more able to focus on our work, and we have a lot of time so we can achieve a lot, and this is how it can make our life successful. دکې دا خبره کیږي چې د کوټ ولا دا مطلب ده چې موږ ته زر سملستن پکار ده چې موږ زر روي چتیږو. دې طریقې سره موږ سره ټایم زیات وي، موږ خپل کار من چې ده کنه یو غور و فکر طریقې سره چې ده کنه موږ صحیح طریقې سره خپل کار کوی شو، هر یو شي ته ټایم ورکوی شو، موږ سره ټایم ډیر وي نو موږ هغه ټایم کې ډیر څه کوی شو. دې طریقې سره موږ یوه کامیابه زندگی تیروی شو. So the next question is it better to be healthy than wealthy? Why? Question مطلب دا ده چې دا صحیح ده چې موږ زیات هیلدي وو بجای دی نه چې موږ زیات مالدار وو. نو دی ولا څه ریزن ده؟ So the answer is yes, because if we are healthy we are able to do our work. take care of ourselves, can enjoy our life. Wealth can make us happy for time being, but if we are not healthy and have any illness, money is of no use. So it is better to be healthy than wealthy, because if we are healthy, we can do all of our work by ourselves. We do not have to be dependent on others for our work, for taking care of ourselves. If we have money, if we are wealthy, it can bring joy. We can have joy because of money for a little time. It is not last longing. But if we are not healthy, if someone is suffering from cancer or something like this, we know that it cannot be cured completely. So money can not buy health for you. So we have to prioritize health over wealth. داسې دا خبره کېږي چې پیسو نه زیات انسان ول مالدار کې د نه زیات دا ضروري ده چې موږ هیلدي وو، صحیح شو، صحتمند وو. هغه ویلې چې موږ کله صحتمند وو نو موږ خپل خیال ساتلی شو، خپل هر یو شی کوی شو. خو که موږ وله صحت نه وي نو پیسې وله هېڅ کار نشته ده. So next question is, why are burgers and sandwiches considered unbalanced diet? Explain. Burgers and sandwiches are considered fast food, which is not healthy and have high levels of carbohydrates and cholesterol, and its high intake can damage our health. As we know, these are fast food, and they are not so healthy to have in routine. We can have it once in a while, but it is not healthy to eat these junk foods so much, because it can impact our health. دا چې ده که نه جنک فوډ ده، صحیح شو، د برګر او سینډوچز چې دي نو هغه وله ډېر خوراک چې ده که نه که مو هر ټایم هغه خورو نو دا شیونه چې ده که نه مو وله صحت ته بار نقصان دی دي. نو مو ته پکار ده چې مو یو ښه خوراک کوو، کله نه کله انسان وخوري خو خپل ډایټ کې و دا روټین کې نه ساتي. Next question is, what food do you take daily? Does it contain correct amount of nutrients? Yes, I do have a proper diet with food rich in nutrients such as egg, bread, vegetables, fruits, yogurt, meat, and sometimes eat fast food once in a while. نو دې کې دا خبره کېږي چې روزانه زه چې شی خورم تاسو والا ډایټ باندې ډیپینډ کوي چې تاسو روزانه چې شی خورئ. لکه ما داسې لیکلي دي چې ایګ شو، بریډ، ویجیټیبلز، فروټس، دا شیونه مو روزانه خورو نو دې کې چې دا پراپر تا والا نیوټرینټ والا چې دا که نه مقدار پوره کېږي. او کله نه کله چې دا که نه یو نه نیم جنک فوډ یا فاسٹ فوډ. So now the B part is, use summary skills to complete the close paragraph. Healthy eating is about getting the correct amount of nutrients like protein, fat, carbohydrate, vitamins and minerals. You need to maintain good health. Foods that contain the same type of nutrients are grouped together on each of the shelves of the food pyramid. Next part is, choose the correct option. The text is in the form of dialogue. As we know, dialogue is a conversation between two people, so it is a dialogue. Healthy eating is about getting the correct amount of all nutrients, okay? And it contains all these mineral, carbohydrate, proteins, not just, we need to take all nutrients. We should drink at least 8 glasses of water daily. Food that contains same type of nutrients is grouped together in a food pyramid. As I have shown you the picture of food pyramid, and we have seen that how the food is grouped into different shelves, into different classification. To lead a healthy life, we should take balanced diet. So the D part is, read silently and with comprehension to extract main idea and supporting detail of the main paragraph. So basically, main idea is something that shows the most important point or the key point in the text. So as you can see, I have underlined, I have marked the main idea and the supporting idea, and supporting idea is to support the main idea, is to present points that supports main idea or that explains why is it so. So the first main idea is, I think you're forgetting the fact that good health is the greatest blessing of Allah and a treasure. So this is the main idea. Main idea is that good health is the greatest blessing of treasure of Allah and a treasure. And now how it is a blessing, we are going to explain in the next few lines. So it will be the supporting idea. So here comes the supporting idea. A healthy person excel in every field of life. As a student, he/she shines in his examinations. As a public worker, he/she renders valuable service and is duly rewarded. He/she keeps a cheerful temper and goes through life's journey with joy. So as you have seen that these were some of the supporting ideas to explain the main idea. Why is it a blessing? Why is it that a person can excel in life? So now it's the vocabulary portion. Utilize comparison clause to deduce the meaning of underlined words and also find their synonyms and antonyms from the source. First one has been done. The girls languidly put on their jackets as if they had no energy at all. So the word languidly is underlined. Languidly means something unenergetically, So this is the meaning, this is the deduced meaning. Now we will languidly means tiredly. Someone is tired, to do something in a very tired state. So the synonym, the same meaning, is lazily. Antonym means the opposite of that word. Here it is languidly means lazily, so the opposite or the antonym of languidly would be actively. So there are some next few words. I have also put a slide in the slide. The next upcoming slide would show their antonyms and their synonyms. So here we are just going to discuss in this slide just the deduced meaning. The mother was determined to prove her son's innocence. The father was resolute as well. Using the comparison clue, the word resolute in this sentence means determined, determined, firm. Next is, some people feel perplexed by brain teasers while others figure out them quickly. So the perplexed means troubled, someone that becomes confused. Fourth is, after being unable to get a good night's sleep for many days, Ahmed became lethargic. So lethargic means someone exhausted, someone is tired. In this slide we are going to discuss the synonyms and antonyms of the previous words. So the first one was resolute. Its synonym is firm, and its antonym is irresolute. Perplexed means confused, someone in a confused state. Its antonym is calm. Lethargic means lazy, but its antonym would be active. Its opposite would be active. So next is the grammar part. So here we are going to discuss linking verbs. So linking verbs do not show action. Instead, they link the subject with a word or words in the predicate that tells something about the subject. So here, as we know that the function of verb is to perform action being performed. But here, linking verbs are not specifically showing an action, They are just linking the words, the subject and the object. So here are some of the examples. He was a good banker. So was is a linking verb. She is very sad. She is a subject, So it is linking her state into very sad, like with adjective, So is linking verb. Some of the linking verbs are become, appear, feel, look, remain, seem, grow. Read the sentences and circle the linking verb. So the first one is Javeria enjoyed the game, but the popcorn tasted bad. So as we can see, there are in the option the enjoyed and tasted are verbs, but here the true linking verb is tasted because it is not a true action, tasted, but enjoyed is something that performs. So tasted is the right answer. Second, Mohsin didn't get cut even though the knife was sharp. The knife felt sharp. So here the option is felt and cut. So cut is an action, but felt is a verb and it is a linking verb basically. Bacteria grew on the bread and it turned moldly. Actually, the correct answer is grew because it just grows on the bread. But turning moldly, it is an action. So here the right answer is grew. The man worked all day and looked tired. Here the linking verb is looked because the worked is a true verb, but looked is a linking verb. His friend argued a lot, but he remained silent. So arguing is an action, it is a true verb, but remain here not action, and not any action is being performed. So remain is a true linking verb. Modal verbs. A modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to indicate modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission and obligation. So basically modal verbs are verbs that shows when we are able to do something, when we are seeking permission, or when we feel obligation, when there is a duty that we are going to perform, or a likelihood of something that would happen. So these modal verbs are used. Some of the modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, will, shall, would, ought to, should. So the first question is identify the verb in each sentence, underline the modal verbs once and the action verbs twice. One has been done. So the word which is underlined once is a modal verb, and which is underlined twice, two times, it is a verb, action verb. So the first one is he shall bring the food very soon. So shall is modal verb and bring is action verb. We can definitely win the game. Can is a modal verb, win is the action verb. May I sit down now? May. So here is a question. Here's a permission is being asked for. So may is a modal verb and sit is action verb. I must go on. Must is a modal verb. Go is an action verb. Could you pass me the ketchup? Could is a modal verb and pass is an action verb. Second one is complete each sentence with a modal verb. People should not walk on grass. Drivers must stop when the traffic lights are red. Must is a very strong modal verb. It is used when there are some laws and rules. So there we use a must modal verb. May I ask a question? Yes, of course. Whenever there is a question, we use can or may. You may not take your umbrella. It is not raining. Can you speak Italian? No, I can't. So the next part is use of need and dare in affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences. Affirmative is a positive sentence. Negative is when there is use of not in the sentence. And interrogative means basically a question sentence. So here some of the examples are given, like need. I need to have my hair cut. So this is an affirmative sentence. You need not worry about that. So this is a negative sentence because need not is used, not word is used. Need you make so much noise? This is a question, so it is an interrogative. Dare, I dare say this, affirmative. I dare not say this, negative. Dare she say this? This is a question, so it is an interrogative sentence. Make affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences using need and dare. So in the next slide there are some of the sentences for these two words. So the first sentence of need is I need to have a lunch. This is a positive sentence. Negative, I need not to go outside today. Not is used, so it becomes a negative. Interrogative, need, you have to say this. So this is a question. Next is dare. So the first sentence is I dare do this. This is an affirmative. Negative, I dare not do this. Interrogative, dare he do this. So you have seen what is the difference between these three among these three sentences. I hope this is clear now. So the next is transitive and intransitive verbs. So transitive verbs require one or more objects, and intransitive verbs do not require an object. So let's see the first question. Decide whether the verbs in bold are transitive or intransitive. She was crying. So this is intransitive. We does not need to have an object why she was crying, So it is a complete sentence, so it is intransitive. We showed her the photo album. We showed her. If we just say this, we showed her, so it would be incomplete sentence. We need an object here, so it is a photo album. So it is a transitive verb. It was raining. This is intransitive. She laughed at the joke. This is transitive. She laughed at word, so at the joke. So this is an object is being used here. She gave a cookie to the child. She give is a transitive verb because we need an object in front of that. Next question is state whether the verb is used transitively or intransitively in the following sentences. Also pick out the objects if there are any. So the first sentence is the wind is blowing fearlessly. There is not any object in this sentence, so it is intransitive. Somebody opened the door. This is transitive and door is the object. The boy went to the park. This is also transitive because park is the object. I like climbing mountains. This is also transitive and mountain is the mountains is the verb, transitive verb. It's the object. I'm going to buy flowers. It is also transitive. I'm going to buy word flowers. So this flowers is the object. C part is complete the following sentences with the help of words in the box. They came late. He walked for 3 hours. Sadia is my younger sister. Rabab is my good friend. It seems to be the correct number. He became a teacher. So this is the revision part from unit 1 to 5. So let's just go through it. Identify the underlined word in each sentence as a proper, common, countable or uncountable noun. As we have earlier studied these four of these, so let's just give it a read. The Zalmi will play the cricket tonight. So it is a proper noun. The underlined word is proper noun. The family will eat together. This is a common noun. We travel down the Indus River. Indus is the proper name, so it is a proper noun. I will walk home after school. School is common noun. I live in Haripur district. It is proper noun. They will reach on Monday. Proper noun. The children are playing in the garden. It is common noun. I prefer to have tea. Tea is an uncountable noun because it cannot be counted. We need to have some glue to fix this vase. It is also uncountable. I bought 3 bottles of water. Countable. Here water is mentioned in a specific term, 3 bottles, so it is a countable noun. A rise in oil prices is inevitable. Oil cannot be counted, so it is also uncountable. My mother uses butter to prepare cakes. It is also uncountable noun. Complete the following sentences making the underlined singular noun plural. Notice that modifiers like many, most and to single the plural form of count nouns. So actually we have to change a singular into plural nouns. So the student studied from the history midterm. For the history midterm, many students Now here is many use, so we have to change student into students. Many students studied for the history midterm. I studied a storybook while I was sick. I studied several storybooks while I was sick. The library has a collection of rare books. Most libraries have collections of rare books. I wrote an essay for my history class. I wrote many essays for my history class. The woman ran a daycare center. The three women. So you can see I have changed A into E. The three women ran a daycare center together. Complete the following sentences using appropriate collective nouns. A large crowd gathered in the street. The hungry fox saw a bunch of grapes hanging from the vine. We were attacked by a swarm of bees. A plague of locusts attacked the crops. A flock of birds is always a beautiful sight. They welcomed the chief guest with a bouquet of flowers. So as you have seen, these were some collective nouns used with specific nouns. Choose the correct modal verb for each of these sentences. When he was young, he could swim very well. He won medals and championships. As it is, the sentence is talking about is in past form, so we are using could. The company might go bankrupt if they don't find a lot of money quickly. Here there is a possibility, so for possibility we always use a might. You look very confused by the homework. Arshad, can I help you? So here's a question, so we can ask like, can I help you? I left my purse at home. Lily, could you lend me $10? It's wet and windy outside today. You should not go without an umbrella. I think that sign means we must not enter the building. Look, there's a security. So I hope you have got the idea about the chapters exercise and about this revision exercise, and all the concepts should be clear. If there's any problem, you can just ask in the comment section, and inshallah we will be starting another chapter in next video. See you then.